Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something very unique and out of the ordinary for this channel. Instead of looking at official sets, we're going to be looking at these three knockoff and fake Bionicle figures that I've received over the years. So first we're going to look at each one individually, and then we'll talk about some other things about them and how they contribute to the Bionicle community. So we're going to start with this guy over here. So plop these two out of the way. So from my understanding, this is some sort of transformer. I do not know his name, although I think it's Quick Shadow. So this guy is the farthest from official Bionicle. He has these weird yellowish joints that don't really look like Bionicle. But a good thing about him is that this gives him room for a bunch of unique elements, like these weird plane elements that you can see scattered around his body, like these fins at the bottom. Also, he has what seem to be plane rotors that also kind of double as like little guns. I find that to be really cool. And he isn't the most sturdy, although he can get into cool poses because he does have a good range of posability. One of my favorite things about him is his color scheme, because I really like how it blends together with the yellow in the background. So moving on, we can now go on to Bumblebee. So this is one of my favorites from this lot. So he has some really cool heat orange pieces you can see all around, and I really love the shaping. How he has these clip pieces that go up to create a sort of V shape, and how he also uses more of the clips above to create a strong, broad chest for this character. He does use a lot of stickers, although you can see on mine they're kind of weathered, like the Autobot symbol there, and some other machine bits that are scattered all around. He does have this interesting weapon, which seems to be some sort of flick fire missile. And finally, he has this really cool headpiece, which is actually comprised of two pieces, although they're very hard to take apart, similar to the Toomata skulls. And for the last one, so to my understanding, this is supposed to be Kai from Ninjago. This guy. Although he doesn't really look as much like Kai. So this seems to be sort of a mix between his ZX and Skybound suits, and it's a bit of an oddity. It's the closest to official Lego because of the CCBS frame that you can very clearly see if you turn him around. All of this could be very closely replicated using real Lego, although that leads right into my next point, his head. Oh dear, please help me. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to replicate the minifigure heads, although it looks nothing like them. And the mask is okay, although one thing is that with this weird quality, you can see on the back, you can see his skin exposed, which is kind of weird. So, yeah. I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think of these figures. But in my opinion, I don't think that they're that bad. I think that they add some nice cool pieces that you wouldn't have gotten with normal Bionicle. Although some might not be as good as others. Some pieces might be weird oddities that should never exist, while others have some really cool pieces. And you get them for much cheaper than Bionicle. Since Bionicle is retired, you can see it starts getting a lot pricier. Although for these, you can still get a quality toy for rather cheap. And most of these guys actually have some really cool things to offer. One thing to mention is that people in the Bionicle community have seen so many other types of fake Bionicles. This is barely the surface of Bionicle fakes. This is just three that I personally had. So yeah, that's a review of these three peculiarities. So these are some really nice figures, and I hope you liked watching this, and I hope you log back onto the Bricks Chronicles. So bye.